Welcome back again to my channel. Uh, Today we are going to be diving into a very important topic. What makes a husband a simp? That will be today's topic. Before I move on, let me just quickly say something. On my previous video, I'm just going to give a big thanks to all the subscribers, whether it's new or old subscriber. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. And thank for all those that give me like button and those that share my video. And most importantly, those that leave a comment. The comment was astronomical. It was a great comment, and I appreciate you all, and I acknowledge you all, and I thank you very much for all you are doing for this channel. But I promise you one thing. I'm going to give you my all on this channel. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be direct. I'm going to give you my 60 years experience in marriage. I'm going to make sure even if it help one person out there, I will be very satisfied. That is my mission here. I don't want to just keep those experience in me without letting someone else benefit from it. So that is my reason why I created the channel, is to let out all my experiences and where I believe things are going wrong, and where I think men across the world, even women for that matter, to uh, make sure they focus on what is beneficial for the family, not how they feel. Sometimes it's what is beneficial for everyone. So that is the reason for the channel. I'm going to tell you the truth. I promise you that. Having said that, in this channel, I'm going to be referring to three major things. Toward the end of this video, I'm going to be referring to three major things. One, toward the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you the difference between a caring husband and a simp husband. You need to know the fine line between a caring husband and a simp husband. I'm going to be telling you what the differences are. And secondly, I'm going to be giving you my own solution based on my 60 years in marriage on what I think that the way to make sure we don't find ourselves entangled with this kind of behavior. We don't find ourselves baking into this simping kind of attitude. So I'm going to tell you how to avoid it, and I'm going to tell you, even if you are simping at this point, after this video, you will know whether you are simping or not, whether you are a simp husband or not. I'm going to tell you how to get out of that simping zone, or how to avoid even find yourself in that zone in the first place. I'm going to be giving you all those ideas toward the end of this video. And most importantly, I am going to thank you again for the last video, the comment I received from various new and old subscribers. Again, I'm going to tell you thank you for giving me the like button, for sharing the video, especially the comment. And in that comment, all the comments are relevant. I respond to most of the comment, but if you haven't responded to your comment, it's not intentional. I'm going to make sure I get that done as soon as possible. But in that video, on my comment page, there is one question that was asked by one of my viewers. And what I want to do is that I wanted to reply to that of this person direct, but I decide I am going to, in this video, toward the end of this video, I am going to mention the name of my viewer. I'm going to read the question, and I'm going to respond with the best of my knowledge on that question. I'm going to give my own response to that question toward the end of this video. So that being said, so let's get back to today's business. What makes a husband a simp? Before I move forward, what is simp? Simp itself, what is simp? Simp, many scholars or author or individual institution has described simp in a various way. But one thing they all have in common, they all mean the same thing. Generally, a simp is a person that goes above and beyond for somebody that they are romantically interested in. somebody they are romantically interested in, often for the expense of their own needs and dignity. Expense of their own need and dignity. They can go up beyond just to satisfy that person, but often on their expense of their own needs and dignity. That's what sin is all about. So, having said that, what are the signs that a husband is a simp? What are the signs? How do we know? How do we identify a simp husband? If you are a husband today, if you are a married man today, or if you are in a relationship, hoping one day you're going to be husband and wife, or if you are dating, or if you just newly engaged, hoping to get married, when go to that celebration at some point in future, or if you are just curious to know what simp is, what simp husband is, or if you have uncle, if you have brother, you have nephew, you have even father that is in marriage today, share this video with them. Trust me, they will benefit from this video. This is from my practical experience, real life experience about 16 years of marriage. Share this video with them. Now, what are the signs that a husband is a simp? One, constantly seeking approval from his partner. A husband that constantly seeking approval from his husband, no matter how small that thing is. Even making the cup of tea in the kitchen, he will seek approval. Even just going out to buy some grocery, he will seek approval. A husband that constantly seek approval in a relationship is known as a simp husband. Look, let me be honest here. A marriage is a union between two adults. And in that union, there's always give and take. And in the process, there's always agreement or disagreement. We validate each other. Sometimes you have something in mind that you want to do, you seek approval from your partner. Those are normal stuff. That is what marriage is all about. But the difference between that and sin is that sin is seek validation from things that doesn't even make sense, anything. So that's the difference. And two, a simp ignore his personal boundary. Simp husband has no boundary at all. He has no boundary. As long as whatever he does meet the desire of his partner or his wife, he go ahead and do it. There is no red light. This is an open book. No boundary, nothing. That is when you know that you are a simp husband. And three, financial sacrifice. Yes. Financial sacrifice. Let me tell you something. If you are in marriage, you are in a union. A marriage is a union, as I said before. Yes, we exchange gifts, shop for each other, buy things for each other, birthday party, holiday, whatever. Yes, this is some normal stuff. And you are doing this stuff out of your will, of your mind. You are joyfully doing it. Not just because to meet our desire, because it's necessary to do. Because marriage is a union. That is not what I'm talking about. When I say financial sacrifice, is when the husband does those things, even for his own financial ruin, even for his own financial detriment. He's not doing it because he's really happy from his side. He's doing it because he believes that will make his partner happy. He believes that will make a partner like him more. He believes that he'll be able to keep the relationship or marriage by doing that. He might not be really comfortable with it. He just keep doing it. Buy an expensive thing that he may not be able to afford. Even go to overdraft or borrow money just to do that, just to get that small smile in her face, just to get that validation. That is not a way to being a husband. That's what I mean by financial sacrifice. And overly submissive behavior. Overly submissive behavior. Oh my God, this one. Everything goes. overly submissive behavior. I will look in relationship. We take care of each other. Sometimes I may not be too happy with something. I might just agree because those are normal things. But so he's overly submissive. As long as he will make his partner happy, he just it just it's like he has no need for himself. He just do whatever he believe make our partner happy. That is not a way to be a husband. And the fifth one is this: social media display. Yes, a simp husband display his partner or wife picture all over the social media with funny comment here and there just to put smile on his wife or partner face. So then there's nothing wrong with doing that. But what is wrong is that when there's no reciprocation. You see, these 5 points I've just listed to you, there is no reciprocation from the other side. He just demand doing it for his wife or partner, but his wife or partner is not doing anything to him at all. He's just doing it because he look. We men, we have some problem because this is my experience in my 16 years of marriage. Look, sometimes we get caught off with this idea that, especially when children are involved in marriage, we struggle. Women, we struggle. No man, except for few I don't know, but based on my experience, no man is willing to let a family break up. We don't have that in our DNA. That is not who we are. That is not who we are. When we work hard, we make this money. First thing that comes to our head: how are we? Thank God I can be able to take care of my family and my wife. That's what comes to our head straight. But doing that, sometimes we go too far. We go too far. And women, by their nature, they test me. They test you, they give you one little test, they see if you fall for it. Once you keep for it, they keep demanding until you lose who you are. And the danger with that is that once you lose who you are not that man that they married to in the first place. The man they married to have a different characteristic, but the man they have now have a different characteristic. And the man they have now is not the man they married to. That is where the divorce takes place. That is the beginning of divorce process or divorce thought, at least in her head. You think you're doing the right thing, but you're actually doing it for the detriment of that family. It's not our fault. Sometimes so that is why this video is very important. Look at the 5 ways to identify the sick man. Look at that 5 this thing. What they all have in common is that the man at some point is no longer himself. That's what the 5 points have in common. So having said that, I promise to give you the difference between a caring husband and a simp husband. When I was married, I will classify myself as a caring husband then. And I think that is how far we go. A caring husband, you need to love your wife. You need to care for your family. You need to care for your kids. You need to make sure your whole runs smoothly. You need to provide, you need to protect. Those are the things we're supposed to be doing that. But the problem is that when it's one-sided, when you are already the one doing it, that can cause resentment and even unhealthy dynamics. It can cause it. That's where the problem. That's where the problem is. A caring husband is someone that do the right thing, that care for a family, but there is reciprocation from the other side, from the woman. The woman is adding, is contributing in one way or the other. But the simp husband is one that cares for the family, do all this stuff, but there is no reciprocation. Nothing from the other side. And in most cases, the reason why that woman or that partner is not in that relationship for good, he is not seeing herself in the next 5, 10, 20 years in that relationship. So there's no need investing. She doesn't want to invest because she can't see herself, in the long run in a relationship. And that is why we have over 51% of divorce across the world, or divorce. And in that divorce, over 75% of them are initiated by women. Go and check out the statistics, and that's true. So that is the problem. Now, and I promise to give you a solution based on my 60 years experience in marriage on this matter. This is my solution. To avoid being a simp husband, to avoid even getting there, or even if you are in there, how you will get out is that one, communicate openly with your wife or partner. Communicate openly for the sake of God. It's not going to kill you. Communicate openly. Express your needs and your boundary. Express your needs and your boundary. If you do that, things begin to fall in place. If you have a need, express it. If you have a boundary, you express it to her. Let her know that this is who you are. And that is who you were when she met you in the first place. So revisit that who you are from the beginning. And second, balance is the key. Balance is the key. And what does that mean? Before you married this woman, there was something she saw in you. Maybe you like going for exercise regularly. Maybe you like going for long walk. Maybe you like see your friend once in a while for a drink. Or there's something you'll be doing. So try and balance your need, personal need, with the responsibility of being a husband. Satisfy your need while you are doing what you can as a husband and a father. That is one. And the third one, just support each other. Create that supportive atmosphere in your home. If you have something I'm doing, she support me. If you have something she's doing, I support her. Create that supportive atmosphere in our home. That will help. These are the three ways you can make sure you don't fall into a sin category as a husband. Very important. Now, I promise you, I said in my last video, there was a comment from it's a very important question on my comment page. I said, I'm going to address it here, and I'm going to read out the comment. I'm going to read out, it was a question. I'm going to read out the question, and I'm going to respond to that question the way I feel it should be. And this is the question. Let me get my glasses. Oh, sorry about that. This is my phone. Let me go back to, I don't know, where did I put it? Give me a sec. Yeah, I have it with me here. All right. This question was asked by Asian Badi 95. I repeat, Asian Badi 95 is the name of the person. That is a YouTube page. Asian Badi 95. This is the question. He said, what is the difference between one-sided giving and a healthy partner who is simply going through a temporarily tough time, like a job loss or illness? Let me repeat that question again. He said, this is the question I read. What is the difference between one-sided giving and a healthy partner who is simply going through a temporary tough time, like a job loss or illness? That was the question from Asia Badis 95. That was a smart, intelligent question to ask. Remember my last video, the title was that how consistent giving will know reciprocation end marriage sooner, meaning a one-sided relationship. That was the title of my previous. But he wants to know that what is the difference between that one-sided and a healthy partner who unfortunately involved in maybe job loss or illness. The difference is this. A one-sided relationship is where both parties are in a good position to help each other out. They are in a good position to help each other out. What that means most of the household in the Western world, both the men and women work. So they both earn money. So they both have to contribute to the running of the family. But for some reason, the woman down, the man do 100% of everything. We even both financially and emotionally. Not that she's lacking, she is, but she's not just contributing. That is one-sided. But in this question is that she said it's a healthy partner. When you say a healthy relationship, meaning when she was okay, when the partner was okay, everything was normal. There was a give and take in the relationship. There was a balance in the relationship. That is what the question is all about. So, but for some because of the nature, take a course sometime, she lost her job, or she fall ill. It is your responsibility as a man to make sure you cater for everything. That is not one-sided. If it's about the mortgage paid or running of the house or whatever the expenses in the house, you have to take care of everything. That's going to do with one-sided. That's just a fortunate situation. So the difference between one-sided and this kind of situation is that one-sided, everybody is okay. But for some reason, one doesn't contribute anything. The other one do everything. But in this case, not everybody is not okay. The woman is ill or lose her job, but you are okay. So you got to do everything 100%. That is not one-sided. That is not one-sided relationship. That is my explanation. And thank you very much for that question. After this video, at some time, I'm going to reply you in writing, just similar to what I said right now. But I want everyone to know that that was a brilliant question, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Asia Badis 95. So this is all I have for you today for this video, but let me just give you my final take on this video. Look, a relationship is an evolving process in life. A marriage is an evolving process because the way marriage was in the 16 and 17 and 18, that's not how marriage is now. Things have changed. But still, for a healthy marriage to work, I didn't listen to me very well, whether you are a married person, you are in a relationship, whatever, it's for a healthy, for longevity's sake. If you are seeing yourself in about 50 years, 20, 30, 50 years time together, try and work as a team. Giving sometimes is satisfactory. It's good to take, but if you just take without giving, you can't even get bored of it. That's why sometimes when you see a man just doing everything, you see the woman, they just get bored of the whole thing and they just divorce the woman. You say, oh God, I do everything for her. Why she divorced you because you do too much. You don't give her the room to make her contribution. You don't communicate it, what she needs to do. You don't make it clear how the household should be run, how the family should be run. That is one problem that we have. So let's strike a balance. Balance is the key. And if you see the story of people that are being married for 30, 40, 50 years, one thing they all have in common that they support each other. That is one thing they all have in common. There is support from both sides. The reciprocation from, if someone gives, the reciprocate is some kind. That is how marriage works. That is my experience. And going forward, that is what I think that we should put in our mind. If a relationship whereby you only give is not a healthy environment to stay. So that is my final thought. So as I said, thank you very much for this video, and remember, take care of yourself and each other.